Hello, and welcome to the Weekly Scroll Podcast. My name is Ryan.
And I'm a hero of the Heartland.
Hey, howdy, I'm Stella Condrey.
Howdy, y'all. I'm John.
And today, if you can actually see us, you can tell we're not doing a regular episode. Based on the overlay, you can see we're playing a game, and that game is going to be In the Light of a Setting Sun, which was written by Jon Davis, who happens to be with us here today. We're going to be doing this for a short campaign, who knows how long, somewhere between 3 and 10 sessions. So yeah, how's everybody doing?
Amazing.
Great.
Yeah, doing well.
Yeah. Cool. So John, what is In the Light of a Setting Sun?
In the Light of the Setting Sun is a set of rules for Western-themed campaigns and gunfights. Pretty simple system, totally based off of your normal set of polyhedral dice. And yeah, it's a fun time. Hopefully, we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. So, gosh, I don't even remember the last time we ran a game here on the show. So why don't you just... So we're going to start with just a 0 session today. Character creation, running through the rules, all that kind of stuff. And then we'll, as we said, more than 3, less than 10 sessions on a campaign. So this will be, I think, the longest thing we're going to be running here as far as games on the Weekly Scroll. But we'll see how it goes. So John, why don't we just kick it off? Why don't we just get into it?
Yeah, sounds good to me. To start off, there are 3 stats. Your stats are iron, reflexes, and wits. And what you're going to do is you're going to roll 3d6 for each of those stats, but you're going to note the lowest die result for each roll and save those.
Okay.
I mean, that pencil don't have a good eraser, but whatever.
Ryan, are we using DD dice?
Oh, fuck, we are.
Yeah.
God, I knew there was something that I forgot. We have a dice roller, everybody.
I also forgot, so...
We have a dice roller.
We use double D dice.
Yeah. Let me bring that up and send you guys the link, dddice.com. And I got a special set of dice for everybody.
Ooh, fancy like.
Yeah. So let's here you go. Here's the link to the room.
Get in the room.
Right under Big Nose George and the lifted Miata. The stream viewers just know we were talking about great stuff before this
we were
went live. Imagine the most lifted Miata you could ever imagine.
Which dice do you want us to use, Ryan?
It should default automatically, so don't touch your dice. Once you
Rainbow
roll...
Glowstone?
No. Let me... Welcome to the first game of a stream, everybody.
We can just use this for now and figure it out before the next one.
Yeah, so there should be... It should force you to use the dice that I want you to use.
Nope.
The ones I got are Rainbow Glowstones, Gehenna, Black Dice, and Bees.
What's Gehenna? I don't have that one. I mean, I know what that is, but...
Yeah, it appears to be a faux metallic plain red set.
Love
You
it.
should have these dice, and it should auto-force you to use these, does it not?
Brass and walnut. No, it don't appear that I got the option for brass and walnut.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Browse themes.
Who did I test this with that had that as an option? Interesting. I'll have to figure it out. So yeah, just run with whatever right now. Didn't I test this with you, John? Didn't you have these when I pulled it in?
You just sent me the link and I made an account and I played with it a little bit, and that's
gotcha.
You showed me the dice.
Maybe I logged
just
in with myself on another one.
I'll just use Gehenna because it's red and it'll match the yellow good.
If set to GM, public dice. Oh, I don't know. Will automatically be synced with new players. Interesting. I'll sort it. Anyway, so we have dice. So you can roll the dice in here so that everyone on stream can see it.
Iron. Oh, wow.
It's working great. It's working great, everyone.
It's working awesome.
I just knew there's going to be something we forgot on session 1.
That's okay. All right. Yeah.
Stream also can't see it because I must not have the link set up.
13,
Am I
3.
stupid? I don't see where to roll dice.
Down at the bottom, you should see a bunch of dice. If
No, I don't
not, you
see
can click up at the top. There's a D20 next to photo mode and all the other stuff. This is browse themes.
Are you logged in?
Yes, I am logged in. There's at least that much. Okay, now I see it. Okay. Cool. I have bees.
This is a good one. Ooh.
Well, I'm not tough. I'm not smart, but I am quick.
That's all
So,
you need.
yeah.
Okay, so we note the total and the lowest, right?
Yeah, you'll note the total as your score, but save that lowest one.
I think that's a 3. So yeah.
When you get a chance, go to your settings and see if you guys can set your default dice tray to GM instead of player.
All right. Settings. Room rolls.
Dice tray color.
It didn't say default dice tray.
Default click behavior.
Default dice tray is set to GM already.
Where is that? What is
Interesting.
that under? Rolls?
It's in a room.
Yeah.
Oh, I went down too far. Yep, already said GM.
Yep.
Damn. Then just hit
It
reset,
says-
refresh
It says
once for me.
disabled though. Like it says like default dice tray and then disabled.
Maybe my dice aren't public dice, so it's not letting you use them, which is unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. Alrighty.
Yeah, because I got these
Set to
fancy
GM
Western
public.
dice. That sucks. All right.
That's
Anyway.
okay. We'll figure it out before next stream.
Yeah. Okay. So, tell me again what we're doing. Let me scroll. So I pulled up the. So first of all, you can grab this right now over on itch, right, in the playtest version.
That is correct. It is not a playtest version. It is a full version, but it's currently being funded. Layout is currently being funded at the moment. That's what we're working towards anyway. It's been written. It's been edited. It's playable. It's good to go. So you're getting your money's worth with this version.
Gotcha.
And it's
So that's
pretty
what I-
cheap as well. So,
Yeah.
even if it wasn't good, it could be getting your money's worth.
There you go. So I
anything,
have
you're
that pulled
getting
up
more
on.
than.
I have that pulled up on stream so people can follow along with us. But if you are in podcast landing, you'll snag that. I'm gonna go into the stats page. You said there's 3 iron reflexes and wit, and we're rolling 3d6, and then just noting the lowest. Is that what we're doing?
Yep, you're noting the total as your score, but you're going to be saving that lowest die result. So say I'm rolling for iron. I'm going to roll 3d6. I get a 2, a 1, and a 3. I would save that 1 for later.
And then you move on to the 3 saves, right?
Yes, that is where the lowest die result comes into play. You're going to have 3 saves, dodging, physique, and true grit. Each of those start at 10, modified by that lowest die result. So you're going to add that lowest die result to that 10.
Alrighty. And I guess so. Physique is iron, dodging's reflex, and true grit's weird, or true wits.
You can do it that way. The rules say that you can add them wherever you see fit, whatever
Mm.
benefits your cowpoke the most.
Ah.
I
Okay,
rolled
that
such
makes more
garbage
sense.
stats. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah,
One of was
I
a
got
3.
5 and 6. Huh.
Okay. One of my stats literally is 3. I
Yeah, so we
rolled
did
3
stats.
ones.
Yeah, we did
Uh,
stats. All right. And then we're going to saves. Starts at 10 plus one of the 3. So all of my 3 lowest were 2s. So that means all my saves are 12s, right?
Yes, correct.
Yep.
Dope. Okay. So dodge is avoiding peril. Physique is resisting disease. And true grit is resisting the weird. So we got dodge, physique, true grit. 12, 12, 12 for me.
I'm playing a total dumbass. I got a wits of 3. So
uh,
I guess I rolled 14, 8, 11.
hmm. That's pretty good. I got 5, 13, 6.
Hell yeah.
12, 10, 3.
So
Got
Uh,
2 toughies.
now.
all right.
Let's see. So if y'all are done with your saves, next up is basically what you start with
Hmm.
as a cowpoke. You start off with 3d6 dollars in gear. We'll figure out gear in a second.
Cool.
You start off with uh, hit dice equivalent to your iron. So whoever got that 14, you're going to roll 14d6 to figure out your luck.
Hmm.
14d6.
That is correct.
That wasn't a joke roll, actually. That was legitimately 12. So
Yeah. All right. So that's 5 for me. 18 luck. Uh,
you're squishy. I got 47.
14d6.
Also, thanks for giving us an excuse to roll like a large amount of dice. It's always
yeah,
it's
it's
always the best.
always, yeah, normally we're just like fucking around and making Ryan's life harder when we do that.
Anything to roll big
51.
amounts of dice.
Yeah.
51. Wow. That's one of the higher ones I've seen.
10
Yeah.
for my
All right.
monies.
Let's see. How many? I know one language, English.
Well, I know
Uh,
3 languages.
Yeah, according to the start, you know D6 divided by 2 languages.
I
yep.
rolled a 6.
So for
Okay.
languages, are you having us name them now, or are you having us bank them to call them if we come across a language?
You can bank them
Yeah.
to call them later when you
Yeah.
encounter them.
Alrighty. So I
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
guess,
I see you, John. You're seeing right now. I too love that game.
Don't we all?
We really all do.
uh,
So how languages work is, again, you can bank your languages to say you know them when you encounter them, but also there's half known languages. A language that is half known can only be spoken as interpreter, is well enough known that you can like basically act as a for trade and like speaking with somebody. If you know it twice, you can read and write in it.
hmm.
Let's see.
Honestly, easily the best language rule. Like, I always love the idea of knowing
It's
multiple
so good.
languages, but yeah, it's way more convenient to be like, multiple languages. When you come across one, you can decide then and there if one of you knows that one.
Because it's like if the GM provides you with a list of languages, you don't know what any of that means.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know if that's going to come into play or not.
Yeah, what if you never encounter one, the one you
Yeah.
pick, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, I know Celestial. Good luck, 5e player. You're never going to use it. So,
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right.
So-
let's see.
We should probably do gear, right?
Yeah, so I will provide a gear list in our chat. Yeah.
oh yeah,
Just
we
do
start with
that right.
$3d6.
Yeah, $3 to $6.
Perfect.
I do like looking at the gear in the list, that you do specify that it's 10 dimes to $1, 2 nickels to a dime, and 5 pennies to a nickel.
Yes, absolutely.
That's so funny.
Because people got to know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people gotta
yeah.
know. And you know what? You may be working with different shit. So
Yeah. So basically, how this works in Setting Sun is that prices vary wildly from place to place, depending on scarcity and quality of gear. So how this works is anytime you want to buy something, I'm going to roll basically a D6 for the price, and that's going to be how many dollars it's worth.
oh, very interesting.
Yeah.
I'll see how many dollars I got. $10.
All right.
Yeah, there's a non-zero chance I can only buy 2 items.
Yep.
Well, I am. I can't. Do we need to buy our weapon, right?
Yes, you will need to buy a weapon.
Well, I'd like to do so.
Okay, what are you
Yeah.
looking for?
Let's do. I don't know, like a shotgun, maybe.
Okay, so that counts as a big gun,
Mm,
which does a D10 damage,
okay,
and that's going to run you $3.
I'll take it.
Okay, you have a shotgun.
Nice. That's
I'm
D10.
I'm thinking I want a revolver.
All right, that's a small gun, which does a D8 damage, and that's going to run you $4.
Alrighty.
Can I get a hat, please?
Hat. It's going to
Yeah.
run you $6. That's an expensive hat.
Oh, that is a fancy hat. Okay, canonically, I have a fancy cowboy hat, so I'm gonna go pick a
Hell yeah.
style quick.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I wanna, I reckon I want a hat and a bandana. Just
Hat and a bandana, huh?
yeah,
That hat is going to be $2.
$2. All right.
That
Not
bandana
fancy
is
as mine.
also going to be $2.
All right. So I'm down to $2 left at this point. Or yeah, so
I'm wearing a stone
Hat.
cutter hat. That's the style I went with. So, I'd like to buy some boots, please.
Okay. How much money you got left? Because you need ammunition for that shotgun
Oh
as well.
fuck. Yeah, fuck. Okay, I'll buy ammo.
All right. Ammo, $2.
I got $1 left.
I got a question. If you go to buy something and you don't have enough money, do you go into debt?
That's a good question. We'll say yes.
Alrighty.
Yeah, okay.
Then I also need to buy ammo for the revolver.
All right, let's see. You say you have $2 left?
I have $2 left.
$5. So you're $3 in debt. You owe somebody $3.
I owe some goddamn.
I need some boots, please.
Oh.
Right. Let's see. Boots. Boots.
Boots and pants.
$4.
I am $3 in debt then.
Awesome.
Dollars -3. Perfect. I am done with my character. I'm just wearing boots and a hat, no clothing. So
So
Oh, you got clothes. You have
I know. I figured I'm just kidding. So
just free balling it out in the West.
in the West, yeah.
I just have a shirt, no pants, so I'm Donald Duck in it. Yeah.
When you're doing it, yeah.
Yeah.
Stella, how much in debt were you again?
I'm $3 in debt.
Also $3. Gotcha.
Yeah. We owe some money to some strange folk. I would presume, at least.
Ryan, do you want to buy some gear?
Yeah, I think I'll need to. I think I'm gonna start with just a revolver.
Okay, that is $2.
Fuck yeah. All right. And then so if I have clothes, am I shoeless because I can buy boots, or do I just have like shitty boots or something?
Yeah, you just have like some moccasins or something.
Okay, then I'll go boots.
Okay, boots, $1.
Yeah. And then I'll go with some ammunition.
$3.
Is there a benefit to a second gun?
If your first gun gets stolen.
But I can't like.
You know what? I did have this in a previous edition. Oh, dual wielding was that you roll twice and take the better result. So why don't we do that?
If I take another.
Yeah, if you take another revolver.
Oh, how about I got $4 left?
Mm-hmm.
Are you rolling the damage as the cost? Is that what you're rolling?
No, it's like 1d6 per item, isn't it?
Yeah, it's D6 per item.
Per item, okay. So I got $4 left. I'm gonna go with. Should I go with a hat? Let's go a hat. Let's see what happens with a hat, and if I got any money, I'll try to roll for a dagger.
Damn. It's a good
Nope.
thought.
$4.
All right, hat. All right, so
Hey, at least you're not in debt.
Yeah.
yeah, I have literally zero money, but I'll take it. So I got a revolver, boots, a hat, and then how much ammo do we get, or is it just ammo?
Ammunition. Yeah, it's ammo. Like
Gotcha.
if something happens in the fiction that you lose your ammo, then you'll need to buy more.
Cool. All right, and $0.
$0.
Okay. All right.
Well,
And
that
then do
seems like
we-
characters made, right?
And then, gosh, do we have to come up with a name?
I've got a
Unfortunately.
name. I've been thinking on this name for weeks though. I'm prepared.
I do not. And naming, I might literally wait till next. Naming is like the hardest thing in the world for me. I've literally not played games because I couldn't think of a good name.
I mean, thankfully, you can just think of like a normal ass name. You know, you don't have to think of some elf stuff or whatever.
An ass
Oh,
name.
I'm still
So
gonna think it's an elf stuff.
yeah. So
An
Stella, what-
Eldarian.
Oh, I'm gonna be playing Big Ears Martha Gold. She's got big ears.
so all of that's not gonna fit. So I'm gonna have a Big Ears Martha on the screen. How
Yeah,
about
Big
that?
Ears Martha. That works.
All right, and then Hunter, what are you?
What am I? My name?
Yeah. Do you have a name?
Oh.
Are you picking a name?
I am gonna pick a name, but I think I'm gonna scrub through my Western playlist later and pick a name from a song so I can be fun and referential, you know, as I often am.
Mm.
Oh, it's because I reduced this size. I was like, why do these not match up? But all right, so we will come up with names for next session, everybody. I'll throw Big
what?
Ears
Actually,
Martha.
I have my name.
All right, what do you got?
Johnny Six Fingers.
Spell Johnny the way you want to be spelled.
Johny.
Didn't you have someone else that sounded like this before?
It is actually literally the character I used for Crime Wave last time.
I was going to say, this is Crime Wave, yeah.
Yeah.
Turns out that was actually Johnny Six Fingers the Third.
Yeah.
He just wasn't.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, Crime Wave and Setting Sun are in the same universe. That's canon.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
I fucking love Crime Wave.
We should run some more Crime Wave. Remember how we blew up a bunch of Nazis?
Yeah.
I was surprised we didn't get some comments from some people that have commented before after that one.
I got a question. How many fingers total does Six Fingers Johnny have?
He has a regular amount of fingers. So.
Regular amount of fingers?
Yeah.
There was one DCC game I ran for some folks where he played through the old Judges Guild module, Glory Hole Dwarf and Mine. Not a good module, but it's named that, so we had to run it.
Yeah. With that name, you really have to.
And there was a thief named Radcliffe Four Fingers who had all 10 fingers. So I was wondering if Johnny Six Fingers had 6 fingers in one hand or 6 fingers total.
Let's go with that. His right hand has 6 fingers on it.
Interesting. I would love to come up with a name, but I don't. It's going to take me a hot minute. So I'll play with that while let me update the names real quick. To size it, transparent background. So stream will be able to see. Whew, try not to sneeze. What we're doing with that.
Well, I actually got a quick question about languages. So,
yeah, shoot.
I know one language, so it means, I presume I can only speak English, can't read or write it. If I had rolled a 1 and I had a half a language, would that mean I speak broken English?
Yeah, you'd speak very stunted English, probably. But
good to know.
That's part of the rules, is that you all share at least one language.
Yeah.
Spanish. We all speak Spanish.
I definitely speak. I know 3 languages apparently. So I think one of them will definitely have to be Spanish.
I don't think my lady speaks Spanish. I think she's from Connecticut.
Hey, it's the whole Western accent is actually
oh yeah,
total myth. A lot of the people out west actually spoke New York gangsters for some reason, because a bunch of New Yorkers moved out west back in the day.
That is actually why I chose that she was from Connecticut, because I've been thinking about this for a while, and I'm far too interested in historical dialects. Makes me real fun at parties.
Sounds like the kind of party I want to be at. But additionally, y'all have something called Renown, which starts at D20.
D20 Renown.
We'll get into this when we actually get into the game, but basically Renown is, think of Mighty Deeds from DCC. They're kind of like special things that you can do to change the fiction. Um, they're like say you want to do an instant kill on an enemy, or you want to save your friends from getting hung by shooting the rope. It's like cool like things that you want to do to change the story, move it along.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
So we just rolled D20 for that?
No, it is D20.
Oh, sick. All right.
Yeah.
So I was using a generator trying to figure it out because I have no name. And one of the things popped up as Elijah No Name Reed. So I'm just gonna go with that.
No name Elijah.
You could just be very classic and be the man with no name. So
Nah. I'll be Elijah No Name. Transparent background. 2. Boop. All right. We got names. Okay, so this is zero session, but we'll also kind of go through the game a bit, I think. So if you want to, first of all, we've created our characters. We have all of these guys. Let me fix mine real quick, and we'll have them all on here. Rename. So why don't you? Yes, replace file. Boom, there I am. So why don't you, In the Light of a Setting Sun has been out for how long now? Because this is like the 3rd edition. I know I have 2 other versions of this.
Yeah,
physically.
it was originally released in 2019 as 3 pamphlets.
Yeah.
And then shortly after that, that was Saddlebag Edition, then Bonanza Edition, and now we finally have Tombstone Edition, which is my intention with it is that it's going to be the end all be all edition of Setting Sun. This is the culmination of God 6 going on 7 years of this game being out. So yeah, it's been a labor of love, this game.
I don't think I read the Bonanza edition.
There it is.
A bunch
There
of
we go.
editions right here. Yeah. I have 3 versions here. This is the Bonanza edition. It's got the character sheet on the back.
I have read that one.
Oh, these are the same. I think maybe one is just got like bonus stuff in it, and one was yellow.
So the yellow one is one that I handmade myself.
That's what it is. And then it also has all of this dope stuff from you. The character sheets and everything, and sticker. I think you sent this to me, and then you didn't sign it, John. God damn it.
Hey, if the 2 shall ever meet, I'll sign it for you.
I'll bring my helm and wobbly on and everything too.
In beautiful Central California, right in the valley.
Or if you're ever in Middle Tennessee.
I feel like one's more likely than the other. But yeah, so this has been out for a while. This is the definitive edition here. It's going to be for this. You're crowdfunding it right now on itch. And this is a hack of in the light of a Ghost Star from Nate Treem, right?
Correct. That's what it was originally. I feel like it's become its own thing since then. But that's just from the nature of like making these games, is that you start off as a hack of something, and then over the course of
6 years,
6, 7 years, it just becomes its own animal, you know.
So
go ahead.
No, you go.
Oh, I was just going to say that it had a lot borrowed from Ghost Star, and then it sort of turned into this weird like amalgamation of Ghost Star and Into the Odd with Bonanza Edition. But then I sort of moved away from that, and I personally am really happy with Tombstone Edition as it stands.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Big fan. I love that this is hyperlinked. Surprised how many finished products aren't. But so why don't we, for the sake of this stream, because pretty much we're doing a 0 session today, we're doing character creation, and then why don't we walk through just like a quick rundown of like the basic rules. You don't have to read them all, but just like combat is usually like this, like, you know, anything that sticks out as like an important part of the thing, and then we'll call it for today and pick up the game next week and actually get started. And you can talk a little bit about maybe just like preview your plan for the campaign, or if you want to talk about Ghosts of Seirra Verde.
Sure. Yeah, no problem.
I actually do want to say one thing. We should probably figure out who Hunter and I are indebted to.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's figure that out.
Yeah, as part of. Do you want? Should we be indebted to the same person?
Are you from the same place?
I feel like
Connecticut.
we both made the same bad decisions, I reckon. There's at least that going on. Yeah.
So are you indebted to the same person or?
Yeah,
let's go with that.
Yeah.
Okay, you two are indebted to Lulu Kruger.
Lulu Kruger. That's a good name right there.
We'll figure out who she is.
Yeah.
Next time.
All right. Now let's get to the rules overview then.
Yeah, so we've gone through character creation. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We'll talk about renown a little bit. I already mentioned that it's kind of like Mighty Deeds from DCC. It sort of works on that dice chain mechanic, where you start off at a D20 and move up to D12, D10, D8, and so on. But each time you make a roll for renown, you're basically going to roll your D20 plus that renown die. It acts as a modifier. So it's going to make your roll harder. But if you succeed, you can change a lot. You can basically do anything that you want. So that's pretty fun. They're involved. Renown is involved with duels as well. Let's see. In which you roll your damage die and your renown die together, and that deals damage to your opponent. And there's rules for the renown of your opponent that will basically list out D20 is most no-name cowpokes. And going up is more like famous individuals.
Yeah, I mean, looking through it, it says at the maximum D4 renown, you have greater ambitions than your adventures can offer. Perhaps it's time to hang up the gun belt.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what you get with especially if you look at the history of the Old West. That's what happened to Wyatt Earp. He became like a Hollywood star. Like he did movies at the end of his career.
Wasn't that guy a Marshall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a pimp too. Not many people know that.
You can just get away with a lot of stuff if you're named Wyatt, you know?
Yeah, you can. It's true. And let's see. How about this? Do y'all want to hear about anything? I'm just rambling up here.
Let's just start with like the beginning basics of how the system works, like how dice work, and then how saves work, or like how regular actions work and how saves work, and then like that.
Yeah, and then we can go from there. I think exactly that. Just the basics of the system, maybe combat, and then we'll just maybe you can talk about, like I said, Ghosts of Seirra Verde a little bit, and then we can wrap.
Yeah, because I'm rambling up here. Like I need y'all to rein me in.
No worries.
So basic actions is with a good plan, quality equipment, or attempting a trivial task, you succeed just outright. There's no rolling involved. Otherwise, you're going to test an appropriate stat by rolling a variable number of d20s, attempting to roll under your stat. So a mundane task is d20, a challenging task is 2d20, taking the worst result, and then hard is 3d20, taking the worst result. So that's how basic actions work. Let's see. Saves. Kind of the same idea. You're going to roll a d20 under your save whenever you encounter something that presents danger to you, like falling rocks, quicksand, or in the case of the weird, a spooky ghost or a vampire, something along those lines.
A vampire.
Vampire. El monstro. Let's see. Combat. Combat is fun. So to determine order with combat, we're going to basically pull from a deck of playing cards. Each person involved in combat gets a playing card, and we're going to determine that by rank of cards. So face cards are obviously going to outrank the numbered cards, and then from there on.
Are aces high or low?
Yeah, I was about to ask.
They're low. Poker
Mm.
rules. Or is that blackjack rules? I can never remember.
One of the
guess
card
both.
game rules.
Yeah.
Wishy-washy card game rules. We're going to pull cards from the deck just like that until the cards are exhausted. And once they're exhausted, the deck gets reshuffled. So the turn order is going to be different every time that we play. That a round of combat is done. Make an attack, you roll a d20 under the appropriate stat. Guns all utilize reflexes, everything else is iron. So if you want to like punch somebody, that's going to be iron.
How much damage does a fist do?
1 damage.
Perfect.
No, two damage. 1d2 damage.
Classic.
Because exploding damage is in this game.
Cool.
Yeah. Let's see. And to avoid attacks, there's no AC in this game. So there's that's where the dodging save comes into play. So it's all player facing the rolls in combat. So
that.
You're going to attack and you're going to roll to dodge as well. Let's see. Injuries, not really super important. Let's see. To heal, sleeping rough, which means sleeping outside, recovers 1 point of luck per day. Sleeping in town, that's D6 points per day, resting. So you got a lot of luck. It doesn't come back very easily or quickly. Let's see.
You match a little vanilla game into this too?
Yeah, there's a little bit of vanilla game in here too. Specifically the provisions.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, anytime a cowpoke may declare what a provision is to add any piece of mundane gear to their inventory, as if it had always been there. That's like I read that in vanilla game. I'm like, that's great. I love that.
Yeah.
I need that in every game.
Yeah. Durf does it too, calls it, I think they call it provisions too. It's like it's like one of my favorite pieces of gear. The quantum gear is the best gear.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's a decent rundown of the system. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. We're going to hit a lot of it as we play. So what I have here on the overlay, it says, in the light of a setting sun, ghosts of the Seirra Verde. What is the Seirra Verde? What are the ghosts of them too?
Well, I haven't quite figured out what the ghosts are. I have ideas, but that's for later. That's for later down the line. But the Seirra Verde is a fictional region out west along the Pacific coast. Think of the Pacific, like coastal mountain ranges of California. You know what the Sierra Verde looks like. Set in the fictional state of Verde, it's basically a giant hex crawl across the Wild West. I'm 25,000 words into Ghosts, something like that. I need to pick it back up because I've gotten a little lazy the last couple months.
You've gone hammers crazy.
I've gone hammers crazy, but
yeah, lazy, working on a totally different project.
I got a lot of irons in the fire. What can I say? But that's what we're going to be running through. At least the starting county of the Sierra Verde, the free demo for Ghosts. If anyone out there is interested, there's a free demo that you can download.
That's also on your itch. Is the Ghost of Sierra Verde?
Correct.
Yeah.
It's currently $30 a pop now, but that's including like 5 or 6 PDFs of counties to explore. There's loot tables. There's the rules. Ghosts of the Sierra Verde, the rules. It's basically Tombstone edition, so you're going to be getting your cowpoke on whichever way you go. But that price is fluctuating. It gets more expensive as I add more to it. So you're going to get more bang for your buck the earlier you buy into it. Let's see.
Baby.
Let's see. Is there anything else? Yeah, Ghosts is just another labor of love of mine. I love Westerns. I would dare to say that they're probably my favorite genre of media. I don't shut up about them. So yeah, it's just a fun time. It's fun writing about cowboys. And yeah, I hope everyone out there feels the same.
I certainly do.
I do.
Every time I watch a Western, I will ping you in a server we share and be like, hey, watch the Western. Here's what I thought of it.
Hell yeah. And I love it every time.
Yeah.
I watched the Sisters Brothers just recently because I read the book and I loved it. So I watched the movie and it was just as good.
Yeah, I remember watching that. I guess this is spoilers, but like the bit with the acid, I should have anticipated something like that was going to happen because you hear the way the gunshots are, and you're just like, oh, that's what kind of Western this is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's real good.
I just watch Tombstone like once a month, so
hey, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
I rewatched 310 to Yuma recently, the modern, and I was like, oh wow, I forgot this is really pretty good. So
yeah, but Westerns, I say genre, it's more of a setting because Westerns can literally be anything.
Yeah.
Because There Will Be Blood, that's a Western.
Mm-hmm.
No Country for Old Men, it's set in the modern day, well, 80s,
yeah.
but it's a Western, neo-Western. So you got all your bases covered.
Yeah, there's some good stuff. I'd like to give a shout out to a Korean Western set in 1930s Manchuria with all that entails, called The Good, the Bad, the Weird. It fucking rules.
Oh god, I love that movie so fucking much.
It's the perfect in-between point between like an Indiana Jones film and a Western. It's magnifique.
Like
It's
action
pure,
comedy.
pure kino.
Like, oh, it's so good. God, what is that movie with? Now we're just going off on a random tangent. There's like a weird kind of like martial arts kind of Western movie with God, I'm gonna get a real roundabout here. Who's the guy that like makes a bet to not have sex for a bunch of days? which is like the most ridiculous thing. And it's got Shannon Sossaman from A Knight's Tale in it, and he's in it. But then he's also in this other movie.
Is that 40 Nights is the movie you're talking about?
Yeah, well, who's the guy that's in that? You're breaking out super hard.
Am I really? Josh Hartnett.
Yeah,
Josh
so he
Hartnett.
is in a movie that's kind of comic booky, kind of Western, kind of martial arts. That's incredible, and I can't remember what it's called.
Is it Fight or Flight?
No,
Wild Horses?
no, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, who gives a shit? Just Josh Hartnett, he made a good movie. Hartnett or Hartnett?
I think it's hard.
Hartnett.
He was in Lucky Number 11, which is also a great movie, not a Western.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, we're just ranting
We're just
now.
doing an
We lost the
IMDb
plot.
page. Yeah.
Yeah, other good movie I saw recently, Southland Tales. Give that a shot. Not a Western, but it has Dwayne The Rock Johnson in it.
You lost me there.
It's genuinely I think it is maybe the best cyberpunk film of the 2000s.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, it's called Boonraku, by the way.
Anyways, yeah, with the games.
Yes. So
Games.
this is In the Light of a Setting Sun. We're going to be running the starter for Ghosts of Seirra Verde. If this episode is of any indication, we're going to be stumbling our way through this, but we will get there. We will shoot some stuff. We will be cowpokes. We got Johnny Six Fingers, Big Ears Martha, Elijah No Name. We're going to be doing this every Monday. Schedules and everything permitting, but the plan is every Monday at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. You'll find it then on all of the places you find all the rest of our shit. And it's going to be the longest game we've run here on the show, which I'm excited to do. We could also eventually just pick up and run another campaign of Crime Wave, because that was like the funnest game. But we'll get around to that. So anything else, John, about the game or the plan or anything?
Check out Tombstone Edition if you haven't already. Check out Ghosts. I also have Hammers. Hammers is good too.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to do this. I've been hankering to get some Setting Sun to the table, so I'm super excited.
Yeah. And the game is going to be itch funding throughout the course of this. So if you like it as we play it, go give it money so it can slow fund and get published. But that'll be it. That'll be us for the day. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Catch us every Monday. I'll make sure all the links to Ghosts and the Live of Setting Sun are below. And we will see you Friday and Sunday and Monday and a bunch of stuff here on the Weekly Scroll. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.